Well. Welcome to another edition. Today is actually an interesting day. And I want to ask you, what are you afraid of doing? What is that thing that's like to you a nightmare? Something you cannot imagine yourself doing. What's that silent fear? Have you been there? If you haven't, I'll tell you like my father says, keep on living. I have been there several times. I've had fears. People think, oh, you can do this. And I'm like, really? You think so? Do I? Can I? And all the butterflies come up. But you can turn your fears into fuel. Simple. That thing you're afraid of doing, dare to do it. Dare to do it once and do it a second time and a third time. Don't give up because you're afraid. What actually is fear? Somebody rightly said, fear is false evidence appearing real. Nothing you're afraid of is actually nothing to be afraid of. I'll tell you an example of a dog. A dog sees you and can perceive your fear and then charges at you. Have you thought about it? I had a friend, they had 14 dogs. Not kidding, 14, 10 plus 4. And I said to myself, I will never visit you. 14 dogs? God forbid. Then there was this day, we had an emergency. We got a call to come to their house on an emergency. Without thinking, I rushed to their house. I forgot that they had dogs. I got to the house and pressed the bell, walked through the dogs because something bigger than me was pushing me. I had an emergency, I needed to get in. The dogs were inconsequential. When I got in and I solved the issue, and I asked myself, what changed? Were those not the same dogs I used to run away from that I walked through and none of them could bark? You know why? They could sense strength. They could sense determination. This girl had nothing to be afraid of. And I just sat down there and were watching. But before I come to their house, I press on the horn and I stay out. I'm like, this is your house, 14 dogs, I can't come through. But the day of emergency, adrenaline pumping in me, I walked through. And that was the day I realized that the things you actually are afraid of don't exist. We all have our different fears in different shades. Some people are afraid of dark places. They're just afraid. Maybe because they've watched so many horror movies and they've seen ghosts appearing from the dark cloud and then they're afraid. Hey, I can walk through the dark, a ghost will catch me. Nothing like that. Some people are afraid of an exam. I recall one of my nieces, she was so scared of mathematics. You know why? She had heard stories that people fail maths. But today she's a graduate. She passed the maths in flying colors. What changed? Her mind. I want to challenge you today to confront your fears. Nothing is strong enough to stop you. Nothing is strong enough to hinder you from fulfilling purpose. Nothing is strong enough to see your back. You are a victor. You are a winner. You cannot fail. Don't forget, subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Like this video, share it with a friend, and tell me some of your fear stories. I'd love to hear it. Maybe you're afraid of a dog or a masquerade or something. Tell me something that has been a fear pursuing you. And as you grew older, you discovered that there was nothing about it. We've all been there before. And some of us are still there today. I've come to challenge you. Confront your fear. Make your fear the fuel you need to succeed. And together we win. God bless you.